I used to deflect all compliments, right? I felt really uncomfortable receiving any praise. I thought it was humility, but I realized it was actually about not feeling worthy. Like I couldn't connect to what others saw in me that they thought was so great because my deepest limiting belief is that I'm not good enough, right? So peeling back the layers of that belief, even becoming conscious that that was my core shadow belief, helped me to finally receive compliments. And then not only that, it helped me be able to give myself compliments, right? So, can any of you relate to that? Do you deflect compliments and praise? So, the Aries full moon tonight is the perfect intersection of energies to look under the hood of this habit. So, Aries is all about me, a focus on myself. I am individuation, right? Because Aries is coming out of that Pisces oneness, that transpersonal, the place we merge with the universe, the heart of the universe. And now we have to individuate and step into our own unique individual strength and power once again. So, the emphasis for this Aries full moon is just to be in your strength and power, right? Be the warrioress that you are. And that's where Aries is known as the protector, right? Because once you know your strength and power, then you can serve others and protect the rest of us, right? So I like to think of Aries like Wonder Woman, right? She's this incredible badass. She's this Amazon. She trained to build her strength and power and know who she is. And she's not confused about who she is. So then she can use that grounded, strong place to then serve and protect the rest of us. So the full moon offers this opportunity to celebrate and acknowledge yourself, right? In our modern world, somehow we've gotten really stuck on the full moon as this time of releasing, which can come like tomorrow when the moon starts to lose light and moves into that waning phase. But the full moon is the time that we would get together and celebrate and dance around the bonfire and share food together and just go a little wild out under the full moon. It's a time of celebration. So I invite you to see if you can celebrate or acknowledge something about yourself. And if that feels difficult, then this often points to some kind of limiting belief, shadow belief, something in your unconscious that makes that feel uncomfortable, like I shared from my own experience. So these beliefs are usually formed in our childhood. We form them to protect ourselves, to stay safe, to stay small, kind of like not draw attention to ourselves. And they were genius at the time, right? They did their job to the best of our ability to protect us and keep us safe. But those limiting beliefs are exactly what is holding you back now. So, why this matters for real life change is that not being able to acknowledge your amazingness blocks you from creating the life that you really want, right? Like things like being able to stand up for yourself to your partner or your boss, right? Or your parents in some ways still, right? We can often deal with that even in adulthood. It holds us back from asking for what we really want or really need. It can hold us back from like finding our dream partner if we're single, or like asking for a raise or starting our own business, or having good boundaries, like saying no when you really mean no, putting others' needs above your own. If you're unable to celebrate yourself or acknowledge positive things about yourself, think of it like a check engine light blinking on your dashboard that's just saying, hey, there's something under the hood that needs attention that's getting in your way, right? These limiting beliefs are the way that we get in our own way. And Another, energy that's really aligned supporting this today is Mercury's entering Scorpio today as well, just before this full moon. So, Scorpio, Mercury, it's a deep dive kind of energy into our thinking, how we think about ourselves. I align Mercury with these limiting beliefs because it's so much about how we talk to ourselves, how we understand ourselves, how we put ourselves out there. So, this is a great opportunity to reflect on what beliefs are holding me back, what's getting in my way. So I'll invite you again. What's one thing you can acknowledge or celebrate about yourself today on this Aries full moon? You can hit reply or comment below and let me know because I would love to hear. So, this Aries full moon is inviting us to step into our own power, celebrate ourselves, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Acknowledging your worth is the first step to creating the life that you really want, like the one that you know deep down inside in your heart is what you're here to live. So, if you feel called to explore this more deeply, you can see how I could support you with one-on-one astrolife coaching, where we could work together to uncover and release the beliefs that hold you back and step fully into your power, your life that you want to be living. Or join Moon Sister Circle, where we gather each month to align with the moon, reflect, and take collective action towards growth, empowerment, and transformation. So, whether in coaching or the circle, the work is about you receiving the support and guidance to fully acknowledge your own amazingness. And I would love to be a part of that journey with you. All right, see you next week when Venus enters Libra, which is such a potent time for us women to learn not to abandon ourselves, to be the peacemakers, or just focus on harmony and not rock the boat. And then also, Venus moves through the final gate in her morning phase, morning star phase. So, Venus is heading to the underworld, and I'll be talking more about that next week. Thanks for watching, and I wish you an empowered, sacred, feminine week. Thanks for being here with me.